questions 1 through 10 on the 2015 grade 10 AMC 10B. What is the value of 2 minus negative 2 to the power of negative 2? Well, that becomes 1 over negative 2 to the power of 2. This becomes 1 over 4. And then 2 minus a quarter is 7 over 4. So number 1, the answer is C. Marie does 3 equally time-consuming tasks in a row without taking breaks. She begins the first task at 1 p.m., finishes the second task at 2:40 p.m. When does she finish the third task? So she starts at 1 p.m. So let's say that's obviously task number 1. And then she'll finish task 1, and then finish task 2, and then finish task 3 at equal intervals. And they tell me that she finishes task 2 at 2:40. So that basically means that from 1 p.m. to 2:40, she finished 2 tasks. Each of them took an equal amount of time. So 1 to 2:40 is 1 hour and 40 minutes, so 100 minutes. And you have to divide that by 2 because we have 2 tasks. Each of them took 50 minutes. So 1:50 is when she finished the first task, and then 2:40 is when she finished the third task. Another 50 minutes goes by and she finishes the third task, and that would bring her to 3:30 p.m. So number 2, is B. Isaac has written down one integer 2 times and another integer 3 times. The sum of the 5 numbers is 100. One of the numbers is 28. What is the other number? So we have x plus y plus y plus y, and that is equal to 100. So we have 2x plus 3y is 100. So we have to figure out which one is the 28. Does 28 go here, or does 28 go there? Well, trial and error. Let's choose, I'm going to choose this for the 28 and see if I get an integer value for x. 2x plus 3 times 28 is 100. So that means 2x is equal to 100 minus 3 times 28, and that is 84. So 2x minus is equal to 16, and therefore x is equal to 8. And there we go. We got the answer. So number 3, the answer is A. 4 siblings ordered an extra large pizza. Alex ate 1/5, Beth 1/3, Cyril 1/4 of the pizza. Dan got the leftovers. What is the sequence of the siblings in decreasing order of the part of the pizza they consumed? So Alex is 1/5 of the pizza, Beth is 1/3 of the pizza, Cyril is 1/4 of the pizza, and Dan obviously is the remainder, which is 1 minus 1/5 minus 1/3 minus a quarter. And when you do this math, you get D's proportion to be 13 over 60. So now we have to arrange this in decreasing order. So it's easier when you convert it to decimals. This is 0.2, 1 over 5. 1 over 3 is about 0.33. 1 over 4 is 0.25. And 13 over 60, well, 12 over 60 is exactly 1/5, which is 0.2, so it's a little bit more than 0.2, so maybe 0.22, something like that. All right, so in decreasing order, the largest is going to be B, and then after that, C, and then D, and then A. B, C, D, A. So B, C, D, A is C. David, Hikmet, Jack, Marta, Rand, and Todd were in a 12-person race with 6 other people. Rand finishes 6 places ahead of Hikmet. Marta finished 1 place behind Jack. David finished 2 places behind Hikmet. Jack finishes 2 places behind Todd. Todd finishes 1 place behind Rand. Marta finishes in 6th place. Who finished 8th? All right. So we got to put all this together. So let's see. Rand finishes 6th place ahead of Hikmet. So if Hikmet is here, Rand is here, and this is 6. Marta finished 1 place ahead, 1 place behind Jack. Okay, so I don't know where Marta and Jack are, so there's obviously one place there. David finishes 2 places behind. So David is here, 2 places behind Hikmet, right there. And then Jack finishes 2 places ahead of Todd. So if Todd is here, this is going to be 2 places. And then Todd finishes 1 place behind Rand. Oh, okay, so Todd's going to go here. He's 1 place behind Rand. And then Jack goes here. He's 2 places. And then Marta is 1 place. And I guess this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this was 6, so this is going to be 2. So we put it all together. And now we have to figure out, Marta finishes in 6th place, so she's going to finish 6th. Who finished 8th? Well, the person who finishes 8th is 2 places behind Marta, and that is this guy, Hikmet, 8th place. So number 5, the answer is B. Marley practices exactly 1 sport each day of the week. She runs 3 days of the week, but never on 2 consecutive days. On Monday, she plays basketball, and 2 days later, golf. She swims and plays tennis, but she never plays tennis the day after running or swimming. Which day of the week does Marley swim? Well, let's just draw a little calendar. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then let's figure this out. All right, well, the only thing that they've given us is that on Monday she plays basketball. And then we are told, what else are we told? That, I think that's it, other than some general stuff. But 2 days later she plays golf. Okay, so that gives us a little bit of help there. And then she runs every alternate day. Okay, so if she runs every alternate day, the only way to do that is running here, and then running here or here. So I'm not sure yet where that third run is. But then she plays tennis, but she never plays tennis the day after running or swimming. So she obviously plays tennis before running or swimming. So if she plays tennis here, she could run here and swim here. This is the only way to put this all together to make it match the criteria of the question. So which day of the week does she swim? Swimming happened on the Saturday. So number 6, the answer is E. Consider the operation minus the reciprocal of, defined as A star diamond B is A minus 1 over B. What is this big long thing? All right, so let's do this. 1 minus 1 over 2, symbol 3. Minus, on this side, it will be 1 symbol 2 minus 1 over 3. Okay, so this is going to be obviously a half, symbol 3. And this is going to be 1 symbol 2 minus a third, which is 5 over 3. All right, so now we got 1 half symbol 3, so 1 half minus 1 over 3 according to the definition here. And then this is 1 minus the reciprocal, so 3 over 5. So 1 half minus 1 third, that is 1/6. 1 minus 3 over 5 is 2 over 5. And then 1/6 minus 2/5, I get a common denominator of 30. That's 5, and that's minus 12, and that's negative 7 over 30. So number 7, the answer is A. The letter F shown below is rotated 90 degrees clockwise around the origin and reflected in the y-axis, and then rotated half a turn around the origin. What is the final image? All right, so the first thing that they do is they rotate it 90 degrees. So if this is the axes, it's going to look like this, something like this. The F will look like that. And then they're going to reflect it in the y-axis. So when you reflect it in the y-axis, it's going to look like this, where this is the y-axis, obviously. And then they rotated half turn around the origin. Okay, what does that mean? Half turn around the origin. I'm assuming one full term is all the way around back to the original position. So half a turn is going from there to there. So if you do that, it's going to make it look like this, the F symbol. And of the answer choices, the one that looks like that is E for number 8. The shaded region below is called a shark's fin falcata, a figure studied by Leonardo da Vinci. It is bounded by the portion of the circle of radius 3 and center 0, 0 that lies in the first quadrant. The portion of the circle of radius 3 over 2 and center 0, 3 over 2 that lies in the first quadrant, and the line from segment from 0, 0 to 3, 0. What is the area of shark's fin falcata? The area will be pi r squared divided by 4, which would be essentially a quarter circle, minus pi small r squared divided by 2, which is the area of a semicircle. And that's it. So the big R, they told me, is 3, and the small r, they told me, is 3 over 2. So now we just have to do this math. So this is what, 9 pi over 4. And this is 9 over 4 and then times 2, so 9 over 8. So 9 pi over 8. Common denominator, and you get 18 pi minus 9 pi all over 8. And that is 9 pi over 8. So number 9, the answer is B. What are the sign and units digit of the product of all the odd negative integers strictly greater than negative 2015? All right, well, those are negative 2013 times negative 2011 times negative 2009, and so on, right? Negative 2007, dot, dot, dot. And then eventually you get down to minus 5, minus 3, and minus 1. Okay, first let's figure out the sign. First, I have to figure out how many of these numbers are there. Well, the way I did it was, if I only had, let's say, negative 1, negative 3, negative 5, and negative 7, and I said, well, how many numbers are there? Well, obviously you can just count them. But how do I get the answer 4 if it's a very long? You take this number, add 1, and divide by 2. That'll give you how many? It's a simple trick, and I'm sure you know that already. So if I said how many numbers are there, same kind of thing. Take 2013, add 1, and divide by 2. So that's going to be 1007. So 1007 numbers, and because that's an odd number, there's going to be an odd number of negative signs. When they're multiplied all together, it will result in a negative. If it was an even, it would result in a positive. So the sign is negative, so we can immediately eliminate B and D. Okay, so now we got to figure out the units digit. Well, what I did was I just started multiplying so negative 1, you can do this in your head very easily, negative 7. And after a while, you notice that the units digit just keeps being the same thing. When you do this, it's 3, then it becomes 15, and then once you multiply by 7 and onward, the units digit is always going to be 5. No matter what. If you just keep going, it will always be 5. So that's what the units digit is, and therefore the answer to this question, number 10, is C.